A tree tries to grow, and gives up. A flower blooms, just for a week. A frog freezes solid in winter and literally comes back to life. This isn't fiction. This is Tuesday in the tundra. The tundra doesn't care if you're cute or clever. It's the wilderness equivalent of someone slamming the fridge door open and yelling, "Who left the heat on?" Except it's cold. All the time. Too cold for most life, too wild for most stories. Yet somehow, life refuses to quit. And what it does to survive. That's where things get weird. Like, a plant that grows sideways for 100 years and still only reaches ankle height kind of weird. Stick around. What you're about to learn will completely change how you see cold, life, and maybe even your own idea of resilience. Let's start with this. The tundra is not just one place. It's a whole personality of the planet. It stretches across Alaska, Canada, Siberia, and even sneaks into the top of Scandinavia. And don't forget Antarctica's dry valleys, the only places on the icy continent that are technically tundra and not just one giant freezer. There are two main types, Arctic tundra and alpine tundra. Arctic tundra lies near the North Pole, while alpine tundra pops up on mountaintops where trees say, "Yeah, no thanks," and turn back. Both have one thing in common, conditions so extreme, it's like Earth's version of a zero-chill X. The ground? Frozen. Permanently. It's called permafrost, and it's not just cold. It's locked in a 1,000-year cold war with anything trying to grow roots. Just beneath the surface, it's ice cement. The surface soil thaws in summer, but not by much, maybe 20 centimeters deep. Enough to fool a moss into thinking life is good. And don't let the summer part fool you. At its warmest, you're still wearing 3 jackets and arguing with the wind. Now here's where things get brilliant. Plants in the tundra? Total underdogs. No trees, too risky, too windy, too frozen. But mosses, lichens, grasses, and tiny flowering plants? These guys have hacks that would make any survivalist jealous. Arctic willow. Nicknamed the ground hugger, it doesn't grow up because the wind would shred it. So it grows sideways. For real. A whole tree lying down like it gave up on life but is still committed to photosynthesis. Lichen. Part fungus, part algae, total team player. Lichens can survive being dried out for years, then come back to life when water shows up. Kind of like that one friend who only texts back when they're bored. Tufted saxifrage. This plant grows in tight clusters using group heat like a mini cuddle pile. Also it flowers faster than a TikTok trend. Blooms, seeds, and dies in a matter of days. Reindeer moss. Which isn't actually moss but a lichen again. It's like the tundra's favorite flavor. It can survive extreme radiation and drought. So basically it's the cockroach of the plant world, but make it frosty and nutritious. This squirrel doesn't nap. It dies. Kind of. Its body temperature drops below freezing. Its heart slows to 1 beat every 20 seconds. Brain activity? Barely a flicker. But come spring? Back at it like nothing happened. It's the only mammal known to super freeze and return. Humans? We panic over 37.1 degrees Celsius fever. You think owls are cute? This one's a beast. Hunting in windstorms, spotting prey under a layer of snow and snatching it out like a vending machine with laser precision. Also, they don't hoot. They bark. Like someone threw a hawk into an opera class. This guy looks like a fluffy tank. It's been around since the Ice Age. Underneath all that fur, a skull strong enough to crack bones when males headbutt each other at 60 kilometers per hour. Which, by the way, is how they flirt. Romantic. They change color like mood rings. White in winter, brown in summer. Stealthy, small, and with paws so fluffy it's basically wearing snowshoes. It also follows polar bears to scavenge their leftovers. No shame in its game. Wood frogs, small, brown, and absolutely insane. These amphibians freeze solid in winter. Heart stops. Breathing halts. They look dead. But when spring hits, they thaw and hop away. Like frozen chicken nuggets with a pulse. For half the year, the tundra throws a complete tantrum with polar night, total darkness for 24 hours. And then flips the switch to midnight sun, daylight 24/7. This means animals don't use day and night to tell time. They rely on food and temperature. Some migrate. Some nap. Some just vibe through it like that one student who finishes their thesis during a blackout. Here's the spicy part, the tundra is melting. As permafrost thaws due to climate change, it releases methane, a gas that's way worse than carbon dioxide for trapping heat. Basically, the tundra is snitching on the atmosphere by releasing ancient carbon it kept buried for thousands of years. It's like Mother Nature opening a really bad group chat from the Ice Age. Some tundra flowers track the sun like little satellite dishes, maximizing warmth like sunbathing tourists. The Arctic poppy can bloom at 0 degrees Celsius. That's zero. It literally photosynthesizes while being half frozen. Baby lemmings? Born in underground burrows with natural insulation that would make a ski lodge jealous. The tundra has more mosquitoes per square meter than anywhere else in the world during summer. Why? Pools of standing water from melting snow, aka mosquito spa season. Caribou's hooves actually change shape with the seasons. In summer, they're soft and spongy for wet ground. In winter, they harden to scrape ice for food. That's not a hoof, that's a multi-tool. Alright, if this tundra talk didn't make you at least slightly more impressed with moss, frozen squirrels, or tree-hugging willows, then I've clearly failed as a nature enthusiast and should probably start a channel about toaster reviews instead. But if you did enjoy this, stick around. Hit that subscribe button like it's a mosquito in the tundra summer, fast, hard, and with a little bit of petty vengeance.